Hello and welcome to Southern Section this week. I'm Connor Morissette.
And I'm Claudette Montana, and we are finally back together for our second episode of 2023 here at Crespi High School, where earlier we spoke with two members of the boys basketball program, and we got a lot on tap for this show today. Tell the people what they can expect.
Highlights galore. Earlier this week, I covered Windward's 80-63 win in boys basketball over Brentwood, so I got highlights from that game. We also have some girls basketball highlights. Two of the best teams in the section, Sierra Canyon and Mater Dei, picked up key wins last week. We have highlights from those games as well, so a lot to get to.
A lot to get to, and we're going to kick things off with Coach's Corner.
Here at Crespi with head coach Andrew Moore of the boys basketball program. So, Coach, you have more than double wins than losses, 16-7. What's been the key to success so far for your group?
Good players, for sure. We finally had, everybody's been battling. The past few off seasons have been inconsistent or incomplete. So having that summer and fall and even the spring before that helped us develop some kind of chemistry in the off season and some foundation in the weight room and off the court too, doing some team building stuff. So I think that really set us up with a new dynamic with young guys, with returning guys. Helping blend that early on was a major advantage.
Yeah, so you mentioned some young guys, Peyton White, Joe Sterling come to mind, a sophomore or freshman.
Sure.
How have you helped those guys develop, and what's it been like having two leaders be so young?
Sure, yeah, these guys are easy to work with, I'll tell you. They're mature beyond their years. Their work ethic is unparalleled. They're also intelligent, and they're very good players. And they complement each other well on the court. So that's been easy for me, just putting them out there and getting them in spots where they can succeed. But they're really fun to work with because they're singularly focused on the team and winning, and they really want to be good. So that's, for a coach, that's what you can ask for. They're great in the classroom. They're great off the court. So they're really a joy to work with.
The Mission League this year, I don't have to tell you how tough it is, and the schedule makers front-loaded your schedule with Harvard, Westlake, Sierra Canyon already playing them. Yeah. What did your group learn in those two defeats to two really good programs?
Yeah, that's why we came here. That's why guys are here to play against better teams and in big environments and top-notch personnel, coaches, everything, all the above. So we're ready for it. We'll take our lumps as they come, but we'll learn from it, especially with the youth. We'll get experience right away, throw them into the fire. We started 3 freshmen against Harvard Westlake and 3 freshmen against Sierra Canyon. So they're ready for it, though. We might not be as good as we'll be later in the season or next year, but this will definitely help us get better for sure.
What do you tell your freshmen before those big games where everyone knows the cameras will be out, everyone will be watching? For a freshman, that's a lot to take in. How do you prepare them for those games?
Try not to make too much out of it. They already do that on their own, so we try to stick to the coaching staff, try to stick to our game plan and our preparation and our practices. And there's too much to think about, I think, in order to have to factor in cameras and whoever's in the bleachers, but they did a good job, and the moment is big, and they were ready for it for sure. Again, all 3 of our freshmen and sophomores they're all ready for the moment. Their families are great. They came in ready mentally, maturity-wise. I think that set the tone for everything on the court.
Chaminade tonight, what's the key to picking up a win against the Eagles?
Yeah, handling their pressure. They got athletes. They can score it in bunches. They got weapons all over the court. They pressure the ball. They pressure off the ball. So handling that pressure is going to be a big challenge for us.
I try to ask every coach this as we head towards the playoffs at the end of the year. What would a successful season for Crespi look like over the next few weeks and into the next few months?
Yeah, with where we are as a team and as a program, getting better throughout the season. I think we've done that in our 25th game tonight. I think we can see major progress from where we started. So the young guys are getting better individually, and we're coming together as a team with so many new parts and moving parts. And throughout the season, we've gotten better, though. And I think the experience has helped. But having that foundation of a tough mindset from the young guys, the old guys were welcoming of the young guys. I think that sets us up. So a successful season would be getting better and competing toward the end of the year for as far as we can go.
I asked you what you've learned about your team. What have you learned about coaching this year?
Sure, something every game for sure. In these games, as I said, especially the Mission League, it's top-notch coaches and game plans and personnel scouts every game. So preparation is essential, especially in these 7 Mission League games, but all throughout the year. In the areas that we play, the guys are well prepared. So having to be prepared every game is no secret, nothing new, but that's something you can't let your guard down. You can't take a night off or not prepare for a game, because you'll get bit, and we've done a good job of that so far. And we'll win and we'll lose, but we'll be prepared.
It's still relatively early in the grand scheme of things, but do you have a favorite memory or moment from this season so far?
Yeah, good question.
Putting you on the spot a little bit here.
Hopefully there's a good one to come.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for that great one. Yeah.
Moving ahead to the 2 AA playoffs, it's going to be a loaded field as it always is in that division. What's the key to getting some wins and going on a run?
Yeah, hopefully our experience this year in a tough non-league schedule and our league schedule, that we'll be prepared physically and mentally for the preparation that it takes to win a playoff game. And we've been able to see a lot of the opponents because they are close. Most of our division is within driving distance, so having that familiarity is going to help. But it's going to be a tough battle every round. So again, I think our preparation and our experience throughout the year will help.
Great, Coach. Thanks so much. I hope you get a magic moment coming up soon.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Connor. All right, appreciate it.
All right, we're here at Crespi High School with freshman Joe Sterling. You are a freshman, but you're on varsity. Talk to me about how that's been this season.
Yeah, it's been a great experience so far. You know, it's really cool just to be on the team, like you said, as a freshman, and just experience, you know, what it's like to be a varsity player. It's been really fun.
What's your favorite thing about this group of guys?
I mean, I would say how we, you know, talk to each other and have fun off the court. We have a really good time together, and we compete on the floor, but we also, you know, like to hang out and have fun off the floor as well.
How would you evaluate how your season's gone so far?
It's been good so far, I would say. You know, we just recently had a losing streak a little bit, starting league, you know, playing against tougher teams, but I think we're doing really well.
Looking to bounce back today?
Yeah, exactly. Bounce back.
Okay, talk to me about your goals for this season. Obviously, you're very young and just a freshman, but I'm sure that you set some goals ahead of the season.
Yeah, I mean, I really just want to, you know, win as much as possible this year, whatever that is, you know, in league, and when playoff comes, you know, I just really want to win.
You got your head coach sitting right here to the right. What's your favorite thing about him? I'm going to put him on the spot a little bit here.
I mean, I would say how he, you know, he just keeps us disciplined. He's always, you know, he's hard on us, but he's also, you know, he's a cool guy. He's not as intense as some people think he is, maybe, but yeah, he's really cool. We all love him.
Has anything surprised you about just balancing your academics and athletics? Has it been a challenge, or has it come pretty easy?
It hasn't been too hard. You know, I mean, of course there's times where it's a little harder when you have homework or and you have a game or something like that, but I think I balanced it pretty well.
All right, I want to talk about your recruitment. Tell me how that's going. You told me earlier that you had an offer in the 8th grade, which is unbelievable. Obviously, you're doing something right. How's your recruitment going?
Yeah, it's going well so far. It started in 8th grade. Actually, I have 3 offers right now. They all came in 8th grade, actually, so it's been really cool to, you know, have those schools to look at me and to want me to come there. It's been really cool.
And anything we can expect from you this year? Brand new year, 2023.
You know, like I said, I'm just trying to help Crespi win every game as much as possible and just have fun.
All right, thanks so much.
High school sports are one of the things that make living in California so great.
But sometimes the behavior in the stands can overshadow our achievements on the field.
I love it when my parents show up for me.
But being booed for missing a play could be crushing.
And remember that refs are people too.
They're trying their best to call a fair and correct game.
Hey, and enough with all the swearing.
No one should feel insulted or ashamed
because of their race, ethnicity, or gender.
We should be able to hold our heads high after the match, win or lose.
On Tuesday night, the Windward boys basketball team took down rival Brentwood 82-63. I was there, shot some highlights. Those are coming up next.
Sierra Canyon and Mater Dei High School have two of the best girls basketball programs in the Southern section, and lucky for you, we have highlights from two of their most recent games. Let's roll the tape.
life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Let's wrap up this week's show by checking in on a former Southern Section star who now competes at the D1 level collegiately. Back in 2020, Trey White of Rebay Academy, he led the Fighting Frogs to a Division IIA Southern Section boys basketball championship. Rebay went 30-3 that season. White now plays at USC. He's the team's starting small forward, averaging 9 points and 5 rebounds per game. In a win over Utah last week, White scored 13 points, and afterwards, he had the chance to catch up with the media.
Oh, it was even crazier with the atmosphere. Like, whenever we have the gym packed like this, these are the best games. I live for these games. The gym and the fans are just behind us. I feel like players can feel it on the court, definitely. I really just feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's all on me. My teammates, they always hit me on time, on target. My coaches believe me, my teammates believe me, and it's all just me, just finishing the play, executing. Tonight, I feel like we all had it rolling, so just getting stops on the other end, scoring on the other end, I feel like that just, just amps me up even more just to see that we're all playing together. And I feel like tonight we played good, like solid as a team, and I love when we play like that. We're gonna stop. I feel like coming into the game, our game plan was, shut some of their key players down, and he was one of them. And I feel like just at halftime we just readjusted. First half we did pretty good, just a couple little small things, and we fixed those, and I feel like we shut them down. I also feel like whenever we come into the game with that mindset, it shows on the court. Whenever we have to wake up sometimes, or the team start to out-rebound us in the first, then we wake up, and I feel like whenever we come with that mindset, we're hard to beat. But whenever we have a slow start, we just got to pick it up. Definitely. I feel like if they can just get one shot up every time down and we're getting multiple offensive rebounds, multiple chances, just statistics-wise, we're going to have a greater chance of winning. So definitely. And we lost a lot of big games this year through those rebounds. So, we just don't want to feel that pain again.